Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Lawrence Cafidi. We begin with developing news. NBC is reporting that federal agents plan on conducting a major immigration operation in Aurora on Thursday. This comes after similar operations happened this week in Chicago and New York City. It's a part of President Trump's plan to address illegal immigration. Trump focused on Aurora as a part of his presidential campaign. He said he would start mass deportations in the city, even naming the project Operation Aurora. We reached out to the city of Aurora and APD, but we haven't heard back yet. Democratic Governor Jared Polis says Colorado is not a sanctuary state in any way, shape, or form. That's what he told our sister station in Colorado Springs, KRDO. Colorado does offer a level of protection to people here without authorization that most states do not, even if the state cooperates with ICE on criminal cases. Our Kyle Clark asked the governor about that yesterday.
Is it misleading to say not in any way, shape, or form is this a sanctuary state?
We cooperate fully with our federal partners on all criminal matters. And we work closely with FBI, with DEA, with ICE, always have, and we always plan to, because it's part of what we need to do to make Colorado safer. That being said, we also have laws in place to make sure that the federal government doesn't get to co-opt local law enforcement, taking them off the beat of keeping Colorado safe and preventing auto theft and drug dealing, to instead force federal immigration statutes.
Meanwhile, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston is being called to testify before Congress to answer questions regarding sanctuary cities. It's unclear whether he'll actually go to testify. In a statement, Mayor Johnston said, quote, "The most helpful thing congressional Republicans can do right now is fix our broken immigration system," adding, "While they work on that, we'll focus on running the cities that manage the consequences of their failure to act." The White House has put a freeze on federal grants and loans. The pause potentially impacts trillions of dollars in government spending and holds public programs that affect millions of Americans. The freeze includes money that has already been allocated by Congress. It's set to take effect this evening. Democrats say the decision will hurt millions of Americans.
Last night, President Trump plunged the country into chaos. Without a shred of warning, the Trump administration announced a halt to virtually all federal funds across the country. This is a dagger at the heart of the average American family in red states, in blue states, in cities, in suburbs, in rural areas. It is just outrageous.
Several nonprofits have filed a lawsuit asking for a temporary restraining order against the freeze. They claim the pause in funding will keep some organizations from paying their employees and other obligations. Employees at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have been told to stop communicating with the World Health Organization. It comes after President Trump's executive order withdrawing the U.S. from the WHO. The U.S. is one of the organization's biggest funders. Federal law requires 1 year of notice before eliminating U.S. support for the WHO. Trump's order claims legal notice was given during his first term in 2020, so withdrawal can happen immediately. Taking a live look outside right now, a nice sunny day in Denver. That looks good. The good news is that it's only getting warmer the rest of the week. Joining me now is Kathy Sabin with our 9 News Weather Impact Team. Kathy, I hear warmer and I get excited.
Oh, you and everybody else, right? I mean, and the sun just makes you feel better and it feels so good. And we're seeing melting of the snow and ice around the area, which just makes doing everything easier. Great visibility today. Yesterday, temperatures in the lower 50s. Today, we have temperatures that may be just as warm. We're already at 44 at DIA, 36 in Greeley, 35 in Fort Collins, 27 in Eagle, and 44 in Grand Junction. Winds coming in out of the south and southwest will also help to warm us. And as we track that wind, it's all ahead of a storm system that brought beneficial rain to California. That storm is on the move towards southern Colorado, where it will bring some accumulating snow in the next 24 hours. Not a lot to show you on radar yet, but that will be changing with a winter weather advisory and winter storm watch out for the San Juan and La Garita ranges for anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of snow. The big question is that storm going to come far enough to the north to impact Denver and bring some snow showers here? We do know it's not an overly cold storm, and we do know that right now it's forecast to bring the best chance of accumulating snow over southern Colorado. We're enjoying a wonderful temperature trend today, and your weather headlines do include the potential for a little bit of snow in Denver Denver Wednesday night into Thursday morning, ahead of a warming trend that could see highs in the 60s by the weekend. Lauren, I'm going to cover all of that in weather just ahead.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Kathy. The city of Aurora is changing requirements for providing notice before sweeping homeless encampments. City Council passed an ordinance last night that removed the requirement to provide shelter and a 72-hour notice before clearing an encampment. The new ordinance now says having a shelter option is preferred but not a prerequisite. It also removes any mention of a minimum time notice. Supporters of the ordinance say it's not meant to be seen as punishment, saying it's a tool for public safety and helping those experiencing homelessness. Today, agencies across Colorado are conducting their annual point-in-time count. It's meant to paint a picture of how many people in Colorado are experiencing homelessness. In Colorado Springs, the Pikes Peak Continuum of Care is partnering with other groups to conduct the survey. Marina Mendez with the Community Health Partnership says this is more than just counting.
It's a point in time. It's a snapshot of what homelessness is looking like in our community. We use an interview-based survey model to conduct the survey. So it's a series of questions that are asked by volunteers who are trained and vetted that go out into the community and just have conversations with individuals staying in places not meant for habitation.
The results from that count should be known by late summer. In Arvada, advocates for those experiencing homelessness say resources are shrinking while their needs are growing. An Arvada church hopes that number will decrease when they open their doors. Mission Arvada's overnight shelter is stepping up to serve up to 60 people a night as community needs grow. In 2024, they helped nearly 1,400 people, double the number from 4 years ago. A California law firm believes new video shows what started the deadly Eaton fire near Los Angeles. This video was captured by a gas station surveillance camera. The firm is suing Southern California Edison, claiming the video shows electrical sparks coming from a company transmission tower. A few minutes later, the orange glow of the flames appears in the distance. Southern California Edison says they don't believe their equipment started the fire, but they are reviewing the video. The Eaton fire is now 99% contained after burning more than 14,000 acres.